Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Blank Canvas Show. This is episode 20. And like I told you last episode and the episode before that, this is a podcast, a show, whatever you want to call it, for an artist dedicated to artists. You know what I mean? I want to keep that going. I want to keep pushing people to the forefront. If it ain't you listening to me, listen to them. I got a dope artist here from Tulsa, STEPH Simon. He's worked with Charlie Wilson. He's worked with a lot of countless people and have been in a lot of different mixes lately. And doing his thing, man. And his latest offering, the Tulsa King, is out right now. And we'll get all into his project, man. But it's a very fire project. And we're gonna play a couple records. We're gonna get to know him a little bit. And hopefully y'all tap into what he got going on. So without further ado, let's welcome to the show, STEPH Simon.
Man, bro, appreciate you for having me, man. It's a blessing.
Hey, man. Anytime two Black Kings meet, man, and it's on some positivity, man, it's always a blessing, bro. It's always a blessing.
Every time, for sure.
For sure, man. So first I wanted to start with, like, we always do around this time, man. Who is STEPH, man? And just, offer up a little bit about yourself to the people.
Man, bro, STEPH is a kid from North Tulsa that grew up in hip hop and decided not only that's what he wanted to do as far as create music, but he wanted to create an ecosystem like bigger markets. Really not just learning the business of how to be an independent artist, because we're forced to be that coming from Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? But being an independent artist ain't enough. When you from where I'm from, you have to create the industry too, and then find a way for your music to exist. And that's who I am. I'm a creator, I'm a builder, infrastructure builder through hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Create infrastructure through hip hop so artists like myself and others can exist. And we still building. We still trying to get this city, this state, this super talented city and state up there in notoriety with the New Yorks and the Atlantas and the Chicagos and the Texas and the Bay Area and the LA. The story here is the history here is so prominent. The story here is it makes sense why we're built like that and why I'm built like that. And that's who I am and that's what I do.
Dope. You get into a lot in the project about kind of some of the things you spoke about, just about kind of just building. I know you mentioned like I forgot what song it was, but one line that stuck out. You mentioned like a sponsorship from Hennessy, and you mentioned a dollar amount, and then you gave back to kind of put on
for sure.
For the locals. I mean, you said something slicker than that in the rap, but I can't remember what song it was. But yeah, I know exactly the verse.
Right. It was
talking about.
Right. Great idea. It wasn't time. Now foresight in hindsight, hindsight, I could have went a different way, but my heart was in the right place. You know what I'm saying? And taking risks like that is just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it was a great thing. It was a great moment. But like I said, we're trying to create things that make that money come back to us. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but yes, definitely. Like, I work hard to get sponsorships and everything. Like, we need all that because we don't have the Def Jams and you know what I'm saying? We don't have all that stuff out here, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, I mean, and even now, when you do have the Def Jams in Atlantics and everything else, you still got to get it shaken by yourself.
Still got to go get it. You still got to go get it. You still got to go get it for real.
They want ready-made. They want ready-made food. You know what I mean? They want it to already be cooking. They're not gonna do the work anymore. And
nah, they're not trying to do the work, especially in their eyes, you from the middle of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They sure ain't trying to break nobody that ain't already in the big market and got a name. So we kind of playing against a lot of obstacles, but the talent is here. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get more people to want to hear from us. You know what I'm saying? And our entrepreneurial spirit is, I think, is the key, and what everybody is trying to build for themselves. We're like the like forefathers of this. The entrepreneur spirit is born and birthed here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And once the world understands that and latches on to our content, what we preaching and stuff like that in our music, I think that's what's gonna get people to gravitate towards us. I know people be looking for a sound, you know what I'm saying? They be like, "What's the sound?" But I think it's for us is what we saying more so every week. Like I like alchemist type beats. I like gap band type beats. I like different beats. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really have like a sound. I like to rap on whatever moves me. You know what I'm saying? But I think what we saying on this like DIY independent, build for yourself, build up a community is what we the best at, because we, like I said, we were forced. We were
Yeah,
forced
I
to
get
do
that.
it.
I
You
get
know what
that
I'm
feeling.
saying?
I get that pride. Kind of you mentioned a phrase of diamond. Kind of alluding to the pressure makes diamonds in terms of just kind of what you guys have to go through. I can't relate to it, in terms
Mm-hmm.
of being from a bigger city, from New York City. But however, with me doing music again, I'm in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows me. It's still an independent
Right.
grind, regardless. You know what I
No, for
mean? So
sure. No, we all gotta go through it, bro. Like even when I was when I told you we took that trip to New York, you see all these high rises and apartments, and I remember in the Uber, and I'm just like, man, I bet it's a rapper that's dope in every apartment out
man,
here, and that doesn't get the chance to get. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard everywhere you go. Like, and that's the mecca. You know what I'm saying? It don't get no easier when you're from New York or anything like that. But I will say like it ain't no Jay-Z's. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? The
yeah, it don't come.
Fabulous, or
Yeah, it
even
don't
like
come. It don't
it
come
ain't
that
like
easy.
it ain't no inspiration of people that did it and that majorly here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we inspired by Jay-Z just like New York is, or we inspired by like Bun B and Pimp C, or you know what I'm saying, stuff out here. Chamillionaire, UGK, uh Screw, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
SUC, E40, stuff like that, Too Short. But like actually from here, you know what I'm saying, y'all, I don't know how old you are, but you seem like you're around my age, you know what I'm
yeah. I'm old.
saying?
I'm old. I'm
And
41, man.
okay, okay, so you seen the Rockefeller rise and you was
Hmm.
outside to feel it too. You
Yeah,
wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? So we didn't get to, we seen it on TV, 106 Park, MTV, stuff like that, but you were outside you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Around
you
it
got
in
to
the
feel it.
elements. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we weren't around nothing. Everything was from TV land for us, you know what I'm saying? So we're still like in the early stages of hip hop here in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't reached that era. We still in the like hip hop at the park, or you know what I'm saying, at a venue and stuff like that. We haven't reached those levels, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely on the way.
yeah, yeah. And I could tell by the sound, man. The sound sounds good. It's jamming, man. I'll just kind of tell you that off the rip, man. I typically won't take an artist if I don't enjoy the music,
Yeah.
because it's a chore like to do it. Like it's
Yeah.
one of two things, right? If I personally don't enjoy it, but I see there's gonna be a lot of other people that enjoy it, I'll still take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it may not
Ain't
be
it
for me.
crazy?
It
Ain't
may
it
not be for
crazy how
me.
like you can love music so much, but if you don't like it, it instantly becomes a chore, bro. Like
Yeah,
that's crazy.
it is. It does,
Like you
man.
take you're taking so much music, but like in 15 seconds of not liking it, it's like
Yeah, I mean,
golly.
you only got that much time, man. As soon as it come
For
on, it's like
real.
You know what I mean? Are you gonna rock
That's
with it or
dope.
not? You know what I mean? And then you
I
kind of
I worked hard to get to that moment, bro. I wasn't always. I didn't feel like it anyway. Whether I was or not, I wasn't. I'm 36. I want to say I got to about 32 where I felt like, all right, I'm 15 second good. Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like, you had to, at first, you had to grow on me. And you were like, oh, no, he dope. But I just worked hard to get into that. Okay, I'm good in the first few listens. You know what I'm saying? So it
yeah,
mean a lot hearing somebody from New York say something. You know what I'm saying? Say it's
yeah,
dope.
yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
dope. I
But like I
appreciate
told
that.
you in pre-production, man, it's been years of listening to a bunch of different things in all my travels and where I'm listening, you know what I'm saying? Somebody
Mm-hmm.
that's like kind of like a hybrid like you, like where you may not have a lot of people, you have a lot of different influences. And that's why
Mm-hmm.
you like the like you mentioned, like the rap on the Alchemist beat, or you may want to rap on like you got some stuff that sounds like something that's out of a West Coast vault. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure. For sure.
So and then you got stuff that's like southern to your roots, like in D&D,
Mm-hmm.
ducked off in
Yeah.
Dallas, like you know what I mean. So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
also like to hear that type of stuff too. Reason being is same way you took time travel to New York or Chicago or LA when you was listening.
Yeah.
Same thing with us, listening to y'all and enjoying the Cash Monies, the No Limits, the
That's fire. Yeah.
Pimp C, like you know what I'm saying. This the
Right.
lingo and all of that. That's fire to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like not knowing what
Yeah.
y'all talking about, but y'all saying some
Yeah.
shit as I learn it. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's what we trying to do, man, is I feel like regional music kind of went away these past 10 years. And just bringing that regional sound back to where people can like, we can, so we can dibble and dabble and like visit sonically different cities. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Outkast made me feel like I was in Atlanta when I heard him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got a
So
question for you though. Do you feel like that is ever gonna come back with just like with us being so exposed to everybody's within the
everything,
click
yeah.
with the everything, like
Hmm.
how could you truly develop a sound unless you just like you, that producer or that set of producers you're working with are establishing something new, like you know what I mean, like a Metro and Future, right? They have
Yeah,
a sound. You know what I mean?
right. I think so. I think it's a acquired taste audience or mature audience that like grew up in hip hop as a fan first that still appreciates regional sound. I don't think a young fan will because they never got to experience a regional sound before. Unless they just, I think like Joey Badass, probably the youngest regional sound for a young fan. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I'm
Like, you
trying to
know
think
what
of
I'm
somebody
saying?
else young. Well,
Like,
he kind of he in the 30s now, so he's like an
yeah,
old head
yeah.
now in the
He
game.
old head now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So like, it's either it's like regional drill now. You know what I'm saying? New York got their style, Chicago got theirs, Detroit got theirs, California and stuff like that. But like, I think there's a pocket, and it's not enough to be a number one on the Billboard, which you got to be okay with that.
yeah,
But there's a fan base of 500 cap venues, 300 cap venues of people that just like Larry June sound like he in the Bay. You know what I'm
right.
saying? All the
So that
time. You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
great
Or
example of us
like,
like you know what you get when you listening
you
to
know what
Larry
you're
June.
getting when you hear
Yeah,
him. You know what you get when you get Griselda. You know what you getting. And and we just trying to do that same thing like down here. We funk. We got heavy funk with that Gap Band style. We got, you know what I'm saying, but it's for us it's so much content. It's community building content, it's entrepreneurial content. And but like our young artists, they kind of just pick what's hot and they go off on it. But when you I'm kind of intentional with, you know what I'm saying, with my
yeah.
style and
With the, what you
how I
making?
want to
Yeah,
be heard. Yeah. So I want people to feel like I want people to know I'm from Tulsa, even though I bounced back from LA and Tulsa these days. Like, and I rap on, even if I rap on the LA type beat, I want them to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's from Tulsa, you know what I'm saying? So I can get on everything, but just my lingo, my style, my flavor is it's gonna bleed Oklahoma when you hear it for
For
sure.
sure, for sure. So with that said, man, I know we about 15 minutes in or so, man. But like, let's play
Yeah,
one of
for
these
sure.
records. Let's play one of these
Let's
records, man.
do it.
Which one? I often ask you guys to pick, man, and kind of what track you want to
Mm.
play first to represent kind of you on this latest project, the Tulsa King.
Man, I always start with the first single, and I'll stick to my guns there. Everything a Light Touch is
All
the
right.
is that one for this album. So yeah.
Well, let's let that rock.
Everything the light touches is our king. But a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day the sun will set on my time here, and you will rise as the new king, the one true king.
Diamond, I just got word, my favorite hater about to do 20. When he get out, I be still winning. It's Dickie Rose season. I'm in the stew, I got the juice, you know, refresh squeezing. It ain't no artificial flavors in my cup either. Picture me roll, Skelly Drive in a speed demon. Windows down, feeling heavenly in this hell kitten. My passenger, a black woman that believed in it. Honestly, that's all you need to reach your dreams, really. I haven't lied to you yet, I ain't gon' start now. Realize ain't too many like myself gon' come around. Realize that I really came too far to turn around. This the type of shit you ride to for many miles. Thinking to myself, damn, I really came a long way. I might bend, but don't break. Where I'm from, where them clouds come, we go out and play. Ain't nothing but some rain, toughen up, walk it off. It ain't nothing but some pain. I came out with some scars on me. It ain't nothing but a stain.
That's Everything the Light Touches off the Tulsa King.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if y'all like that, he just gave you a great description. He's gonna give his he's not southern. I said his Oklahoma, his Tulsa roots in it, and
I
then you
still
got
don't know
something that
who we
sounds
are,
like
bro.
it's still sound West Coast to me, like, but the twang is a little different, man. So I thought that
Yeah,
that worked for me, actually. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And hearing that. And but what we didn't get to hear was in the next verse, you're talking about kind of just you providing a music studio at your mother's high school in
right,
that same song. You know what I mean? So
right.
tell me a little bit about that, because that line stuck out to me, and kind of meant you could find other people later on down the line that probably benefited from using that. You know what I mean?
Right. So, man, my background, just getting to that, how I even got to working with high school students. My background, man, outside of rap, I'm 9 years in on a festival. I own and created the largest hip hop based festival in Oklahoma, which is called Dreamland Festival, and
Okay.
we're going into the 9th year, November 9th. I've been known for having a hold on raising profiles of artists that I feel is just as talented as I am, or even more talented. It just need to be seen, because hip hop here, we a red state at the end of the day. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Hip hop is a black dominant culture. It doesn't get the opportunities that rock and all these other festivals and like avenues out here. When you're dealing with hip hop, we kind of like shoved in the back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We just like they over there.
Right.
And so growing up without having an outlet to do the music I made, because at the time everybody was snapping and, you know what I'm saying, making music like that, and I wasn't making music like that. Like, with the blog era coming around, like I was in that vein. I'm rapping. We got lyrical content. We're being creative. We kind of pushing the narrative. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of different. Like, we're hipsters, as they would call us back then. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't an avenue, man, and I decided to create my own avenue which was a festival that blew up way, way bigger than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I became a festival owner overnight, which led me to Fire in Little Africa, which is the project where we put 50 artists on Motown. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an executive producer for that. And running into and we'll get into that also. But from there, working with like my peers and things like that, like a lot of artists need help that it's like you can't teach an old dog new tricks kind of thing. So a lot of artists are just stuck in their ways. And I was realizing that like we're working with a lot of my peers and I'm like, man, I want to get to the source of it. And I started working with like aspiring artists in high schools. And I'm like, man, if I can like all the knowledge that I got, because I'm a full-time artist here in Oklahoma, I don't know everything, but I know how to like maintain some type of like infrastructure for yourself, running yourself like a business and being an artist and keeping your head above water off merchandising and shows and even just putting yourself out there to even be booked and just how to govern yourself as an artist correctly. So I'm like, man, I've done it and it worked. But if I can get to the kids, they won't hit this wall that most people hit when life get real, when you got to work and you got to decide what you want to do with your life. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I spoke to a high school my mom went to in North Tulsa, McLean High School. If you was to put McLean High School in a comparison box, it's Eastside High, the movie with Morgan Freeman.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that's. Like, so I'm by no means Mr. Clark, but in some type of form of fashion, I'm like a Mr. Clark / Whoopi Goldberg, Sister Act 2. You know,
gotcha.
That's me.
That's a wild comparison, but gotcha.
They pulled me off stage like, hey, can you do something to make these kids want to come to school and raise their grades? And I'm like, yeah, these kids want to rap early, way earlier than what we wanted to do it, because they can rap on their phone. They can download BandLab and make songs the second they decide to be a rapper. So I'm like, if they ain't coming to school, I ain't shooting them a video if they don't come to school. Or I ain't gonna put you on one of the biggest shows in Tulsa if you ain't doing your work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they meet me halfway by getting their grades up. You gotta perform like you a basketball player or you a football player. If you're not eligible, you can't play. So I came with that mentality. Playing football, that same mentality, I just switched it to music. So you ain't doing your work, you ain't coming to school. I don't care how good you can rap. And they can rap. They all can rap. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of teach them how to say more affirming things than what they saying on their songs. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them how to speak more life in their records and be more lyrical and just the package of being an artist. But I also teach them the business on like how you roll it out. And if you go, because they all want to go viral, but this is what you do when you go viral. That way you
ready for
yourself.
the aftermath.
You know what I'm saying?
Happens.
You're ready to go. This is what you do. So you ain't just scrambling. You know what I'm saying? I get them prepared and just really mold them and just nurture they step, you know what I'm saying, with the music. Mm-hmm. So I built a studio. I brought my equipment from my studio over there. I'm in there every day, Monday through Friday. I started with 5 kids. Then the next year that grew to 25. This year I got 70 kids in my class. You know what I'm saying? So this year I'm really going to put a dent in the grade point average and attendance at the school where I can present it to all the high schools in Tulsa Public District. Like, hey, this is a program that's like, it's up there with football. You know what I'm saying? It's keeping people eligible. And the more money I raise, the more exposure. Like I buy billboards to promote their album, but the more money I raise for my nonprofit, the more money I can promote them to the point to where, and I dream big. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't laugh at me, but like the way Georgia will come recruit a kid for football, I feel like Dr. Dre might want to come recruit a kid for a single or album. That's how big I'm thinking with this thing. You know what I'm saying? So because I really got some talent, just like any other high school, you got that. It's that one player that, all right, he different. He really could go if he did it, or he really could play in the NFL if he did it. And I got a few that's like, if they do it and I promote a college, or I'm just trying to get them to the next level of rap. You know what I'm saying? We deserve scholarships. I wish I got a scholarship for rap. I wish if you had one, you probably would have went different.
Yeah, I probably
You
would
know
have
what I'm
went to
saying
the
for you.
military. I would have took the chance. Yeah,
Right,
I had no kids
like
at the
for
time,
real,
for sure. For sure.
for
And
real.
I think
So
there's other programs like that too. I think I don't know, you got to pay for it and stuff like that, but I know Rants, 1500 and nothing. Cali does something like that to where, you know, aspiring artists from all over the country come there and get game.
right,
You know what I mean? And it's a
right,
curriculum and everything. You know, they get taught
hmm
how to DJ, you know, do live shows. They make music. They
right,
network there. One of my former guests actually went, you know, out there, and he was already established and doing his thing as an artist.
hmm
There's another woman on YouTube that does beats. Her name's Sarah, the instrumentalist. Like she does like a lot of
okay,
lo-fi beats. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's gone to the school. So people with like some decent motion have stopped what they're doing to kind of go
yeah.
there and learn the game,
And
because I
that's
guess,
what I'm trying to do,
yeah,
bro. Is like get them some decent motion. You gain the most fans ever coming out of high school, because you know what I'm saying. That's just that that momentum of capturing lightning in a bottle when you like 18 and young and just hungry. And if I can like level them up to a 1500 or nothing, or to a, you know what I'm saying, a
yeah,
full sale or whatever, they can build off. You know what I'm saying? They can build off their leverage that they created. So, and it makes more money for the school. Like we put out an album every year. That's our project. We work on the album. We put it on streaming. That the money that, and we all know streaming ain't enough,
right, right,
but at least that money goes back into the high school to, you know what I'm saying, whatever the high school needs. So it's I got big plans for it. It's small, but like I said, bro, I feel like you put out a album through the high school the same way. Like if they go to OU or OSU, I feel like a institution has enough money to fund a few students to drop a compilation album through their college. Like, you know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
represents, they just got to stay in the what you can say and what you can't say when you're dealing with the school. But like,
right.
it's like being a Disney kid. Once you graduate from Disney, you
Yeah,
can
then you do your own
go do
thing.
whatever you
Yeah,
want. You done made your name, like Justin Timberlake. Like
right.
we ready for you. You know, we're ready for you to grow up. So that's just how I'm trying to feed them out. And it's like, man, let me start working with them and seeing how the culture changes, and they media trained, or they speak, they're ready to talk to whoever. You know what I'm saying? They know the business. You can't fool them on no
Right.
contracts. Like they know, you know what I'm saying? They know these things. So they know how to book their own tours and stuff like that. So when they walk into these offices, you gotta come correct. So that's what I'm on, man. And so far, they juniors, so it's gonna take like 10 years to really see what it's
Yeah.
doing. But
Yeah,
right
for
now
sure.
it's cool. Yeah,
And
right
that's a
now it's
good
dope.
mindset to have in terms of like the longevity of it all, and not expecting
Hmm.
everything to just take off. If it does, great. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
right.
being, you know, 10 toes down and committed just shows kind of like that
Mhm.
level of dedication that you have, you know, just in general to the things that you attach your name to.
Right. And they keep me young, bro. Not young where I'm trying to do corny stuff and like look like a old nigga doing reality
You
shit.
never want to
But
be that. You gotta
they
have the
keep
respect.
me, yeah, for sure. But like they keep me like, I remember I was rapping a bar and I said something. I said like pockets fat like Bruce. And they was like, who is Bruce? You know what I'm saying? And I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
damn. I should have said Drewski. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like that, like,
yeah.
and they would have understood what I was like. So keep me young that way. Like my content appears digestible for all, because everybody know Drewski today.
Yeah,
But I'm
young
so
or
stuck in
old.
my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so stuck in my era. I rap good enough for anybody to hear it, but sometimes when they hear me, they don't understand where I'm coming from. So I rap stuff to them. They'll tell me if it's good or not. And but like my content sometimes they be like, nah, say this. This make more sense to us.
Yeah.
And you gotta at the
I got
end
an
of the day,
18-year-old son that does that to me all the time.
yeah,
So
like
yeah.
you gotta appeal, bro. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you don't gotta be young, you know what I'm saying? But you do have to like be heard to where they can eat the candy, the medicine that you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
hide the medicine in the candy for them. So I appreciate that. That's what they give to me anyway, is they keep me, you know what I'm saying, fresh.
Okay. So let's talk about your before we get into the LA and you going from LA to Tulsa so much and kind of your networking there. I want to play another song on here, Growing Pains. That's one of my favorite joints on there. I like to
Me
go into
too,
the deep cuts on the project because that's where I
for
find
sure,
all of the gems. You know what I mean? So
for
let's play
sure.
Growing Pains real quick.
Let it go how I do it, bro. I might be too hype. I might be not. This one we just gonna capture this shit. Diamond, hey. Diamond, pressure. I done it all, I need some inspiration. Gave so much away and still I got so much to gain. Think it's time for some reciprocation. Looking back on where I started, all these blessings in my pocket. I've been popping, so I ain't complaining. Pulled up to the water just to listen to the waves. All I hear it say is be more patient. Your time is coming, but I know you anxious. You might be going through some growing pains. Yeah, that feeling when you feel uncertain. All you got left is your faith for something bigger you can't see today. Yeah, and everybody ain't gon' love you. It don't faze me. How you supposed to level up if you can't handle hate? Yeah, it's only hurting cause it's working. When you want results to show up, then it's the type of time it takes. Yeah, you might be going through some growing pains. Yeah. How bad do you want it though? I put in 80-hour weeks for it, missing sleep for it. I was betting on myself, no casino though. It was hard to digest and process, but I guess everything got lost, it ain't need to go. It's metamorphic, wishing on a star, now we in orbit. The closest ones to you, they can't see the growth. Damn, that's why the top feels so alone and cold. Bucket, you might be going through some growing pains. Yeah, that feeling when you feel uncertain. All you got left is your faith for something bigger you can't see today.
And we can go so many different places, man. But I kind of just start with you, man. Where were you mentally recording that, and kind of the things you were thinking about outside of the obvious?
Bro, deep cuts is my thing, bro. I'm not really that the single guy.
Me
Like
neither.
my bread and butter. Like I'm a big Jay-Z fan. I'm a big Nip fan. I'm a big Dom Kennedy,
Oklahoma's
Currency.
Hove. I heard it. I heard it
You know
in
what
the
I'm
record.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard you
bro.
say
Like for real. Like,
that.
and people argue like Jay-Z weak or whatever. It's because they only know the singles, and I don't listen to Jay-Z singles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know them and I respect them, but it's the allures, it's the justify my thugs, it's the, you know what I'm saying? It's the deep, it's the politics as usual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's the
man, for
regrets,
sure.
it's the evils. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I make those every time. You know what I'm saying? My album would be about 10 of those and 2 tried to make a single or tried to make the somebody. But like, that's the Growing Pains is the one I'm like, okay, this is where I make my fans. You know what I'm saying? I don't make my fans off the singles. I make money and my show money off the singles, but like the people that stick with you forever is where them songs come from. And you don't even be knowing them people exist. They just be, till you see them out. They catch me out at the park and they just like, hey, this song right here, this the one. Like, I'm nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you for this song. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what
we do it
songs,
for.
like,
I think that's
like, that's why we do it. Yeah,
I think that's why we do it. It's just
like,
it's really
that's why we do it.
Yeah, I don't think it's really for fame or nothing like that. Cause I don't think none of us want our privacy and all of that. All of the,
I love my privacy, bro.
The scrutiny the scrutiny on every single thing you do. I don't think any of us. It seems like it's the thing to want until you get it, and you know you can't.
And that's what the song about, bro. That's what the song about. Like, personally, as far as the Tulsa rapper, it don't get no bigger than like what I've achieved, and that's a big hill. But like, if you look, when you get to the top of that hill, you look out and you see 1,000 more bigger hills. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I want to go climb the LA hill. I want to go climb the New York. You know what I'm saying? I want to, because there's more people that. It's more people. That's the hunger for like why you keep doing it. And I've done a lot to where I can retire. And like, why do you rap? I make enough money teaching rap. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why do you rap? I make enough money with the festival. And the why is because it's like, it's people out there that need to hear that growing pains, bro. Like, I need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get on the radar just so I can do that. Like, so I can do that song, let people hear it and see what happens. I want to do a Tiny Desk because of that song. I want to, like, those songs like that are the reason why I try to reach every platform. I talk to you just like if I was talking to Big Boy Neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's how it
Nip
should
being
be.
one of my favorite artists. You know, yeah, for sure. You treat everybody like everything is your last time. You know what I'm saying? So, with Nip being my favorite artist, of course, Nip passed, and this interviews from all over the place starting to pop up because he dropped gems on every platform. He didn't say, let me hold these gems for a larger platform. It's like, nah, this platform becomes the platform because I was on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I like go into this shit. And with them songs like that, it's just like opening up and letting people understand how hard this game is. And when you like, when you elevate, you know what I'm saying? There's like, imposter syndrome, and then there's friends thinking you changed, or friends you gotta let go, or relationships you gotta let go, or like, and it's grief and all that, you know what I'm saying? They don't talk about it. They don't talk about all those. They don't talk about how hard it is to win and how hard it is to be consistent at a podcast. This ain't easy to get up and do this every day. You know what I'm saying? So
damn sure. With all
like,
that,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
can relate with all that. You got even your hands in more things than I do on a day-to-day basis with, researching artists, then coming in here trying to make a beat, trying to engineer myself, recording it. All of these different hats you gotta wear, and then you gotta put out quality material. And it's only I remember the goal was like, let me just get 250 people to listen to a project. You know what I'm saying? Then it became 500, then it's 1,000, now it's 10, and it kind of keeps going from there and there. You know what I mean? Because it's don't nobody owe you a listen, but it is difficult to sit back and be
for
like,
sure.
I'm dope, but damn, what's not connecting? Then you got to go back, do the self-talk, do the dust yourself off, and then kind of continue.
And that's what it was about, bro. Thing. That's what it was about. Like, you got to tell yourself it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We all worry about how we're looked at, or man, nobody showed up to this show, or nobody, you know what I'm saying, it ain't doing the numbers that I think I need, so I need to stop. And it's like, nah, man, I was playing with my daughter when I of course this beat remind me of Nip, something that Nip would have rapped on. Shout out to my partner Des Ward. But we kept a caterpillar in a little caterpillar trap. You know what I'm saying? And fed it and watched it grow. And it was a crazy just taking care of it. And it goes into this cocoon. And I'm just sitting there. I don't know if I don't smoke or anything, but I'm just sitting there looking, make like hot thoughts like, man, who told this caterpillar this is what I'm supposed to, and then sit in this, I'm supposed to create this cocoon. Nobody taught me how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it on. It's just the lifestyle of a caterpillar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't read a manual or nothing to do it. And then, like, imagine sitting still. We had them in a trap inside the house. But imagine somebody told you to sit still outside of a tree for however many weeks you gotta sit there.
Yeah.
You know, we just had a big storm last night. It could have blew that off. A basketball from a kid could have hit it and squished it.
Right.
Or anything could have happened. But so you gotta be in good faith that I'm supposed to sit here.
Yeah.
And
grow. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but I was told something just telling me to be still. We got tornadoes, we got floods, anything. And like imagine what kind of faith you gotta have to sit there like that.
Right.
And then after sitting there like that, you don't look the same as what you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, what is this?
Right,
like,
yeah. What are these
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I feel
what
that.
the hell happened to me? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I don't know how to fly. I don't know how to do anything. Like, this ain't who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you just start flying. And nobody taught you how to fly. And I'm looking at the butterfly like, man, what if the butterfly's struggling? Because when butterflies fly, they just like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we looking at it like, this is majestic and this is beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what if the butterfly like, damn, I don't know how to like
do
I'm trying this. Like your first time driving a car, you like trying to figure it out.
Right.
But like we ain't looking at the car from the outside like, man, he's doing donuts, man. That's cool. He doing like, you know, like so like we looking at the butterfly.
That's true.
Like the perspective, you know what I'm saying? That made me change my perspective. And that's what that last verse on there is about. It's just like, dog, people don't know if you flying like that on purpose or if you like I'll throw my festival, I'll be like, man, it's a shit show. Everything is breaking down. Then somebody be like, this was the greatest night of my life.
Yo,
like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So it made me change how I like view things when I made that song. What inspired me to make that song, because it's like people don't know if I'm flying crooked or if I'm flying majestically. Like some people looking at me like, oh my God, the butterfly is beautiful. And really you just like, y'all don't know my struggle. I can't fly against the wind.
Right.
This bird's trying to eat me.
Or you that family member that everybody thinks got it together when you have no
think
idea
you just
what
got
you
it,
doing.
bro.
You just
like,
doing and shit. You just
doing
taking
it.
chances. And
I'm just doing it, bro. I'm just doing it. And that's where.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I was gonna say if you don't highlight, some of those losses in the record like a growing pain, then everybody would think everything is just
cool.
It's cool.
And that's what that song is, bro. You know like people need to know that. Like
it do hurt. It do hurt when your family don't show up to your show. It do hurt when your homies say they gonna do something for you musically and this shit don't happen, or you connect with a certain artist that maybe has some pull to kind of the feature that's gonna get you exposure, and then they never come through on the feature. That shit bothers you. It fucks with you. You know what I mean? Over the course of time, but in this game, you gotta just eat that and keep it pushing. You can't even be upset at the foolishness of people not keeping their word.
Right? Because
you can't even be a man of honor. But you have to do it. You have to do it.
Right.
You have to be a man of honor, but you can't hold everybody to who
Can't
How you
hold
carry
everybody
that
to
song?
it. So yeah,
For
bro,
sure.
that's how that came about, bro. That's really one of my favorite songs. I perform it so much better live than I recorded it. I always do a few songs on my album where I just one take, don't stop it. Let me just go all the way through. No
Original
punching,
emotion.
like
Yeah.
just all original emotion. So, but I perform, and I learned that from Jay. Is he performed a lot of songs better live than what he did on the track. You know what I'm saying? I just leave room for raw emotion on my albums. But when I perform it, it's like church. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like it's like church when I do it. So yeah, bro, I
totally, man.
appreciate you fucking with that one.
For
For
sure.
sure.
For sure. All right, man. Let's shift to just kind of the travel from LA to Tulsa and just kind of it's a smorgasbord of questions. So that fire in Little Africa, we alluded to you working with Charlie Wilson and just some other notable names, man. So how has that been, venturing out there a little bit more often to connect musically or just to kind of get your music to be heard a little bit more than it is in Tulsa specifically?
Yeah, bro, Charlie, people don't even know Charlie Wilson is from Tulsa. So they don't even make the connection of why I wanted that feature so bad. Like that's the biggest artist of Tulsa history. But I didn't realize people didn't know he from Tulsa, and I didn't realize like I knew how big he was to the world, but like everybody loved Charlie Wilson. You
Yeah,
know
you
what I'm
can't find
saying?
somebody
Like
that
that's
don't love.
working.
Yeah, you
Like
can't find somebody that
everybody
don't
loved
love. Yeah.
Charlie Wilson. So even if they haven't heard the song, like, and it did millions of streams, and but it's still so many people out there that just haven't heard it. So it's just one of them timeless songs that never get old. It's the most Tulsa sounding record that we had on Final Africa is live. Like it was recorded live. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that was another one of them one take. The band, shout out to the band, they just play straight through. Like what you get is what they gave you, and you rap over it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Tulsa sound is all about, really. But working with Charlie, bro, that was just a milestone, and it's a door opener when I knock on doors or send my resume to people. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
got a song with Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Like, how in the hell did that happen? And then they
Right.
dive into my
Right.
other stuff. And they like, okay, it's not a fluke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of why you got a song with Charlie. So it's super honored. I'm honored to say I'm the only rapper from this city that has a record with Charlie, but Charlie don't work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like his catalog is super high level. So
Yeah. I'm
I'm
trying to.
happy to be a part of that legacy.
Money going around the room. Now we got options, making better moves. Everything is us. Tell
This
me
is
who
Party
is you.
Plane
The only
featuring
reason they
Charlie
gon' hate
Wilson
'cause they out the
off of
loop.
Fire in Little Africa
30,000 feet
project.
up, that's a better view. When you want that real love, who you running to? About to hit the runway. This a Party Plane feeler on the airline. Anything is possible. Everything is us. Now we up. Yeah, yeah. Everything is us. Now we up. Yeah, yeah. Everything is us. Now we up. Yeah, yeah. Everything is us. Now we up. And I ain't slipped up yet. Skyline of 36, I ain't switched up yet. Remember waiting on the deal like I ain't picked up yet. Till I went inside myself, baby, this my jet. It's STEPH Simon, the local bus rider turned frequent flyer. And now we party in the clouds now. Yeah, and everybody love the town sound. Still a hit that 105, headed northbound. Ain't really too much change, still I remain a gem. Except the goals got better, it ain't no double rim. A designated hitter when I'm in that driller brim. You ain't gon' make it where I'm from if you don't like the bill. 100,000 was the goal till I want a meal. 100 different ways to get it, sticking to the script. A shabba dabba tweet like I'm Charlie Will. I wrote it down on some paper, then I made it real. It's a whole lot of money going around the room. Now we got options, making better moves. Everything is us, tell me who is you. The only reason they gon' hate, cause they got the loot. 30,000 feet up, that's a better view. When you want the real love, who you running to? About to hit the runway, this a party plane. Feel on the airlines, anything is possible. Everything is us, now we up, yeah. Everything is us, now we up, yeah. Everything is us.
Yeah, bro. When I got them vocals, I quit. I called out my job, bro. When them vocals came in, I ain't worked ever since, bro. When I got them vocals, I don't get excited that much being this old in the game, and that made me feel like my first show or something. Like, you know, when you just young and green. Like,
Yep.
I ain't had that feeling in so long. I was so elated, I guess is the word. You know what I'm saying? I took that headset off my head. I said, I'm up out of here. Like, we gone. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we out of here. And the plans
then got the
that
video
Motown
too
had,
on top of that.
got the video. Bro, the worst part about that is I couldn't go because we shot it in Tulsa. I had COVID on that video. I didn't even know until we was going to LA to get on the plane. So we shot that video. They still was testing for COVID to they opened the world, but to get in places, you either had to have your vax card or you had to take a test to get on.
Yeah.
And I'm not vaccinated, so I got to take this test everywhere I go to do stuff. It was tough. It was a tough time. I wasn't getting in venues. So I find out I couldn't get on the plane because they made me test. You book your flight, you got to show up to the airport with your test.
But how you get in? How the video get done?
I'm in the video rapping on the first half of the video. I don't know I got COVID. You know what I'm saying? I don't know I got it. So that Saturday we supposed to fly to LA to shoot with Charlie. I'm not in none of them scenes. So all the scenes with Charlie is my partner Tone, who's on the second verse. He there with, you know what I'm saying? He's there with Charlie. But I didn't get to go. And not only that, Charlie, because he's an elder and they were taking it so serious, as we should, he wanted you to take another test to even get next to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
So
I feel that.
I feel it too. And I'm trying to get on the plane. I'm trying to fake. I'm like, I'm not even sick. Like I felt okay. I'm like, I'm not sick. Sniffle, you know what I'm saying? Little sniffles. Yeah. I can get on, man. Like I can get on. And they like, bro, you get on this plane, you're gonna get arrested or what, blah, blah, blah. Or if you even get out there to the set make you take a test to get on the set, and then he make you take a test to get to the dressing room. So that was like, bro, don't mess this up for all of us. You know, so we got to take the whole production team out there and the artists, you know what I'm saying, Tone. And I didn't want to mess it up. So I'm sitting in my backyard. If you watch the end of the video, he FaceTimed me. You know what I'm saying? He like, we coming to get you, Steph. And that's just us having a conversation. He like, where you? He like, where you at? And I'm like, well, I'm at home. I got COVID. I probably saved Charlie life. I probably would have got him sick. Ain't no telling what would have happened. So it was that fell through for me. And then
you get Charlie Wilson sick, you would have been like the Rudy Goldberg.
Oh, they would have hated me, bro.
They would have hated you.
Oh my God. I would have been the most hated artist ever.
Like
I get Charlie sick.
It got Charlie sick. God
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that, bro. So
we would have hated you like
definitely.
Rudy, man.
We would have hated me like Rudy and Noah Lyles, bro. They would have hated me. But the part that I still like, and it sound like some shoulda, coulda, woulda, far-fetched, but Motown had a great, you know what I'm saying, marketing campaign for us, but COVID, like I told you, our Breakfast Club interview fell through. A lot of interviews.
And I remember Charlamagne talking about the project too, like on his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on his own. And Angela Yee came to Tulsa and she came to the mansion, Skyline Mansion, where I record. So where we had the Hennessy event, Angela Yee was a panelist with me. So I
Oh,
met
okay.
her, and I'm telling her about the house and the project, you know what I'm saying? And so they had a rapport with me going into the interview with me and the homies. So it was going to be dope that they like, dang, I just met you about 2 weeks ago and now you out here doing an interview for that album. This must be a big deal, but it got canceled. But the Jimmy Fallon, I think, is whatever talk show that the Roots play on.
Jimmy Fallon. Yeah.
We was lining up a performance with me and Charlie on that. And that stopped. They stopped taping when we were supposed to do that.
With COVID.
And that's
Oh,
the
no, that
one where
was that with COVID or with the writer's strike?
it was COVID.
Okay.
It was COVID. They stopped shooting. And then that's the one where I think about from time to time, like, oh my God, I can't believe it was that close. So I just work real hard, bro, trying to get back. You know, I know what it take to get back to that. I know how much it take. I know what it take publicity wise. But it's like, if it's going to happen, it's going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get there. So
that's a great outlook.
That was, you know what I'm saying? If it's going to happen for me, it's going to happen for me. So, but that was one of them ones. It was just like, COVID is like really outside and it's really getting us, you know what I'm saying, out the way. And we got this great project during the worst time of our lives. And it's just hard to get it out there like it needs to be. But it's a legacy album. I think I always say randomly, probably 10 years from now, somebody gonna do a think piece on it and it's just gonna like, this is the album we didn't know we needed and forgot about. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's on Motown forever. It's a part of Motown's legacy. And so I'm happy to be a part of Motown legacy and Charlie's. So it's all power.
Oh man, I mean, that's a great outlook, man. I mean, shit, what don't kill you make you stronger, man. I don't mean to be,
bro.
you know, basic about it, but I mean, I've lost so many times. I kind of, you know, whatever, man. You know what I mean?
It gives me songs like Growing Pains too, right? You know what I'm saying? So it gives me songs like that to just keep adding for people and just tell people to keep going, man. So that's all that is. More things to rap about.
Absolutely, man. Man, we didn't even get into the depths of this project. It's impossible to. But with Dickie Rose season 4 last December, and then now you have the Tulsa King, which dropped this past spring. Are you, you know, returning one more time for the years out, or you know, kind of what's your focus as we get to this fourth quarter of the year? And you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you need to drop one more time with an EP, or what's the plans? I know you got the festival.
Bro, LA made me like want to make more, and not even just LA, but I spent 50 days in LA this summer, and LA made me want to make more music just to make music. You know what I'm saying? Not so much Tulsa centric, like just based on Tulsa, because I can rap. Like I'm a lyricist, but sometimes I don't show it too much because my beats ride.
You gotta ride.
You can just let my beat ride, and you can just ride off the beat. But nah, man. Sometimes like Dickie Rose season is where I just drop albums where they don't make the album, and I just put them out raw. They not mixed or nothing. But I'm working on an album, but just more music, man. I never got the chance to like really flood my music out. You know what I'm saying? So, my albums have always been kind of like a J. Cole or a Kendrick, where like you listen to them a few times and then that's tight. I love it. I'm gonna go see you in concert, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like the replay value was higher on Tulsa King probably than any of my projects that I've ever put out, and which was intentional. But I want to keep building on that. So I do plan on putting something out like probably the day after my festival in November is what I'm working hard to release something right after that. You know what I'm saying? Just here y'all go. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm working on a big album, back to the concept, back to the, you know what I'm saying, the catalog next year. But I wanna it's like I use Jay-Z and Nip because Nip followed Jay-Z's format too, with Mailbox Money and Crenshaw and these tapes before the big album. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like
You could
Life
see
and
it
Times
coming. You
1,
was
2, and 3.
anticipating it. I'm a big Nip
Yeah,
fan. I'm
yeah,
big fans of both. So you could see it
yeah.
coming. And you were just like, when? It's only a matter of when. And that
When,
album
you know what I'm
sounded
saying?
amazing. You know, it sounded
Right.
10 times better than
Yeah.
things he's ever done, but you felt the growth throughout the
hmm
whole pause.
That's
Throughout
all
the
I'm
whole that
trying
was
to do,
crazy.
is, bro.
But yeah,
Take
yeah,
people with me. You know what I'm saying? Drop more music. Drop my Mailbox Monies or my Crenshaws or my, you know what I'm saying, Slauson Boys or my Life and Times Volume 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Before you get to that blueprint or
got
what
to.
have you. So I'm just trying to build on that because I do want a wider fan base, you know what I'm saying? And which is why I'm taking trips to LA more and more. I seen you had Bell on here last
Yeah,
time.
he's fired, man.
I
He is
actually
fired.
I actually got to see Bell in concert. So it was dope to see somebody that I seen in concert when I was out there. And super dope artist that's on the rise itself. So it's just people like that that I'm watching and just trying to meet, you know what I'm saying, and mix and really see myself growing. It's a new era. It's like the Bells and you know what I'm saying, of the world out there that's coming up in LA. And I'm just like trying to like add to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to take nothing from
That's
nobody.
all we
LA
can
is
do
LA.
is add
You know what I'm
to, like,
saying?
none of
Show
us
y'all
is
what.
bigger than anything. We got to add
Yeah.
and provide
Because
something. You know what I
like,
mean?
yeah, I got something I can give. I have a great community and fan base or whatever here in Tulsa, and it's all about sharing resources and networks and getting bigger. So you can never compare to LA, but like at the same time,
That
I don't
funk,
want to
that
say we
sound,
got
the sound
some.
that you have though, and
Yeah,
the producers that you have,
yeah. What a
that have
life we
him
have
listed
out here,
here.
bro.
He was showing his ass on here. Where Edward McBride, he's on like
Yeah,
half of the
yeah, that's my
project.
bro.
And I'm not sure in what order or what sequence you did, but I'll kind of give you an example. I produce, right? I have 5 joints ready to go. Then I sent that to other producers and said, "This is the nucleus. Let's build around it," because I already know
Mm-hmm,
that could be an EP, right? But how did you
mm-hmm.
build that around? You know what I'm saying? Or was he just giving you consistent
Man,
different tracks that you vibe to?
Papa like my go-to. That's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's probably one of the closest people to me. We were all in a group, and he actually yielded to produce for me and Tom. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So we were in a 4-man group, and 2 of my bros out of the group, Will and Papa, they sat back and was like, "You and Tom rap, and we just gonna help raise y'all to get there." And they all on Party Plan. Papa made the beat for Party Plan. Will wrote Charlie Wilson's part on Party Plan. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So
yeah,
we keep them. They help with songwriting and stuff. So we still like a group. You know what I'm saying? It's just we
right.
all took on different roles of everything. But he just feeds me beats, bro. He just texts us or he posts them on IG. And I'm like, bro, let me get that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he take it
Yeah,
out
I got
and
partners
he
like
send
that
it to
too,
me.
man. Yep, yep.
And he embodies the Tulsa sound so much because he come from the same culture that I come from out here, and he does a great job of making it sound like Tulsa. No matter what he's sampling or whoever it is, just feel like you out north. You know what I'm saying, with the music. So he's always been a go to. But like I said, I'm on my Carter 2, 3 he's my man. He fresh, and it's like I want to work with just more producers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna always work with Papa. It's always gonna be a Papa beat on my projects. You know what I'm saying? I got all the way to Motown with Papa, and now it's just like, man, you build your fan base by working with different producers and working with different features. Like this is the first album where like my partners ain't the features. Normally it's everything is always
Yeah, I
in-house. So
noticed.
I reach out, and even my next project, Jason Kash is on it from LA. I want to get Bill. I want to work with Bill one day. You know what I'm saying? It's just building with like the Nipsey way. He had Young Thug on the album. He had Dave East. It's like you gotta connect with different alikes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To share regions. You know what I'm saying? Get your name out there. So I'm doing things like that more, being more intentional with artists I work with, people that I can consider running mates. You know what I'm saying? With this rap shit, production wise, show throwing wise, or features. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people can expect from me in the future. Is like I'm looking at new artists. I'm looking at on the radar. I'm reaching out like, hey, let's do something. If I gotta pay for it, or if it's just genuine, you know what I'm saying? If it's genuine work,
Right.
let's get it.
All right, man. So with that said, this is STEPH SIMON. The Tulsa King is out right now. It's a dope project. Sit with it, ride to it, take it on your next plane trip, your next summer's almost over, your final trip of the summer, you know, your car ride, and it bumps from start to finish. It's grown man rap. That's what I could appreciate about it as well, and it's just overall good music. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Salute to what you're doing with the students. If you know the Blank Canvas show could help in any way, and you know if they're putting out projects and stuff like that, and you believe in it, send them my way, man. Send them my way, and I'll help out that way. So always down to you know, help out the youth in any type of way when it comes to this music thing, man. So any final words that you have for, you know, anybody that may be watching and or any of your peoples?
Man, Dreamland, look out for Dreamland, man. Dreamland Foundation, Dreamland Festival, everything Dreamland. Dreamland is everywhere. It started in Tulsa, but it's everywhere. It's like Stankonia. So get ready for it. Get ready to hear about it.
All right. And y'all can follow him at, it'll be already, you know, popping up throughout the show. But for the people that's listening, you know, where can they find you, man? Because I didn't do that horrible job on my part.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. STEPH SIMON, STEPH SIMON, STEPHSIMON is on pretty much all platforms, man. I'm real easy to find. Google STEPH SIMON, YouTube STEPH SIMON, Instagram, IG, Spotify, everything STEPH SIMON, man. You're gonna find me and I'm gonna be there. So
for sure.
Yes, sir.
Once again, it's episode 20, Blank Canvas Show. That's STEPH SIMON. Tulsa King's out right now. Go rock with it. Go follow him. Go be a supporter and see how y'all could be down, man. Maybe you could be on that stage in Tulsa. You never know, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Take your shot, man. So, all right, with that said, we gone.
Everything the light touches is our king. But a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day the sun will set on my time here, and you will rise as the new king. The one true king.
Diamond, I just got word, my favorite hater about to do 20. When he get out, I'll be still